My name is Sam Kirshner, and this is my Chpm 2605 final project with lead instructor Guy Reekman. During this video, I will be first conducting a patient exam and then a follow-up exam, finishing off with talking about my binder and how I did it a little bit differently in just a way that worked better in my system and my way of thinking. Thank you and enjoy the video. Hi, I'm Dr. Kirshner. What's your name?
Kevin.
Kevin, it's very nice to meet you. So I want to start off by saying thanks for coming in our office today. This is your first visit, so we won't be doing any adjusting today.
Okay.
I don't know if you're familiar with chiropractic or not, but with the first visit, we typically do a chiropractic exam, which is just evaluating your spine, the different structures and the different ranges of motion you have, and general information. We'll do a history, and then we'll do a physical exam.
Okay.
Just to get some background, and then at the end, my CA will come in and take some x-rays of your spine. And it's just a typical first exam that we do.
Okay.
And what's your main complaint?
Well, I slipped and fell, hurt my lower back area.
That's great because we have a bunch of patients that come in just for lower back pain.
Okay.
And that's part of your spine and spinal cord that many people have issues with, and it's part of the vertebral subluxation complex. And that's basically your spine is made up of multiple smaller bones called the vertebrae, and they can move and shift and cause areas of the spinal cord to be pinched and cause different bad movements in them.
Okay.
And it can lead to pain in the lower back, and can lead to headaches, different diseases, many different problems. And our goal will be trying to correct that issue that you have in your lower back, either through manual adjustments or different techniques that we've developed and used in this office.
Okay.
And that sounds great. The next step would be conducting these exams, and then after this visit, what will happen is you'll go to a patient orientation.
Okay.
And you're more than welcome to bring friends and family so that they know what's going on with your care and what's going on with you, and get more information about it for themselves too, if you would like. And then after that, we would have our follow-up exam, which I'll cover my findings from this exam today.
Okay.
And if you have any questions.
No.
Hi, Kevin. Welcome back to the office.
No, thank you.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Still have a little low back pain, but
On a scale from 0 to 10, what would you consider that?
probably around a 6 or a 7.
Okay. How did you like the new patient orientation?
I very much enjoyed it. I found out that I was not the only one there who had low back pain, like you said earlier. And I found out a lot more about chiropractic, and it was very nice to see that I was not the only one who didn't know a whole lot about chiropractic. So being in that environment really helped, and I feel like it can bring in a lot more people. My mom, my girlfriend, everyone said chiropractic looks like it's the way to go. Yes, I did.
And like I said earlier, it's not only with this problem, and we're trying to help as many people as we can, and the new patient orientation is trying to educate you on what chiropractic is, what we're trying to do here, and how we're trying to help and reach as many people as we can with chiropractic.
Yep.
All right, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Going back to your low back pain, today's to go over your findings, and then hopefully at the end we might get to an adjustment.
Okay.
We'll see where it goes. But first off, I want to say that in the findings, your x-rays seem pretty good. You did have an issue with your lordotic curve in your lower back. So
what's that?
So your curve, you have two different types of curves. You have a lordotic, which will curve towards you, towards the front, and then the kyphotic, which will curve towards the back.
Okay.
So it's basically like your curve going towards your belly is having a little bit of an issue, and like you said, you have lower back pain, so that totally makes sense.
Okay.
And we're gonna work on that. And typically, what we do is we do 2 adjustments for 5 weeks, and then we reevaluate from there. It's pretty standard what we do for that type of thing. And if you're okay with that, it's pretty good. And then after that 5-week period, we do go from a comprehensive care, which is really hammering out the problem in those 5 weeks and getting to the problem, and then we go into wellness care, which is more just general checkups, like an oil change type of things,
Okay.
where you really have to just check up in a more consistent manner, or not less consistent manner,
Okay.
to really get the problem and make sure it's staying out of the way, and hopefully go from that 6 or 7 to maybe a 1 or 2, and then hopefully over time it will go down to a 0 and you won't experience problems with this anymore.
Okay. When you said 2 adjustments for 5 weeks, is it 2 adjustments every month, or every week?
Yeah.
For 5 weeks?
So it's typically 2 adjustments for those 5 weeks. So you'd be coming in 10 times for that 5 weeks.
Okay.
And then
Perfect.
and then a reevaluation. Typically, that reevaluation is another chiropractic exam, possibly another physical. And usually we don't have to do extra X-rays unless for some reason you're not getting better at all, and then we might have to either go back and look at those X-rays, do some sort of other type of treatment just to get back at the problem and see what's really going on, or if there's an underlying condition that we're not seeing at first.
Okay.
Like I said in the first visit, there's the vertebral subluxation complex, and there's different issues that can go on with it.
Mm-hmm.
One of those is neurological. You could have a neurological problem. You could have a pathological problem that we're not seeing. There's many different issues, and we're hoping that it's just we need to reset everything, and that's what those 5 weeks are for.
Okay.
All right, great. So you want to do those 5 weeks and see how it goes? All right. Thanks for watching my patient exam. Now let's talk about my binders. And like I said at the beginning, I did it a little differently. So I made files on this hard drive instead. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to build a more modern chiropractic practice. And to do this, I thought of what's the best way to get the information to my patients, to other chiropractors, to my coworkers, to people that have just general questions and concerns. And that's where I thought of this. In the future, when I'm in practice or when I have my own practice, I'm hoping to have different files where it's common cases, like someone that experiences a common migraine versus a classic migraine. I want to have files on that with different research and information that they can take home, and I can explain it to them, and they can read it themselves. And we do have patient homework, and I can include different exercises that I can do to minimize some low back pain or different things that they can do at home. And I would hopefully make these flash drives to give to patients that they could bring back or they could keep, and that would contain the information based on their care that would give them during the follow-up exam. And on that would also include their X-ray, so they can take it home, look at it themselves, or get a second opinion if they really feel the need to. And I'm still able to put all the files I need on this, including ones about vertebral subluxation, developmental care, chiropractic spinal anatomy, bad medicine, and other research like AK, applied kinesiology, which I have been already starting to study, and I have the files on here already, and it's helped, so I can plug it into any different computer and work based off this, and makes it more portable, easier to use, easier to carry around, better way to just get into new modern chiropractic. And then I also have files on this for practice development and management. And that's simply just to build a practice. My dad owns a chiropractic office, and I've taken notes on how he runs things. I've been to different offices like Dr. Mark Ellis, Dr. Paul Gross, Todd Kirshner, and all of them have different kinds of offices and different styles of working. And I've taken notes and I've put them on here, and it's just a simple way for me to gather all my thoughts into one place and look at different ways to run a office. And if need be, I can share it with other people. And it's easier to do it with an electronic file. And if people want a printed version, it's very easy just to either email them a version that they can print themselves or print it out for them in an office. And that's my way of doing this binder and getting a different way and different take on the chiropractic way of doing things. Thank you.